Hello dear students, my name is 𝐄-𝐊𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐿 and I am your EVS teacher for class 4th, and today we are starting a new chapter, chapter 4, and the name of this chapter is sports competition. So students, all of you must have played some sports, you must have liked playing sports. So in this chapter we are going to talk about sports competition and various things. So let's start. So, in Neelam's school this year Panchayat level sports competition was going to be organized. Dear students, in Neelam's school, so Neelam was also a student like you, and in her school this year Panchayat level sports competition was going to be organized, and headmaster called a meeting of all the teachers and allotted duties to them. So headmaster called a meeting of all the teachers and he allotted different kind of duties to all the teachers regarding the sports competition which was going to held in their school. Now the teachers were required to form the teams related to their duties. So teachers were required to form the teams of different students and they have to perform the duties given to them by headmaster. तो बच्चों, नीलम के स्कूल की हम बात कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पर पंचायत स्तर के कुछ खेल प्रतियोगिता होने जा रही थी। तो वहाँ विद्यालय में उनके जो प्रधानाचार्य थे उन्होंने क्या किया, एक मीटिंग बुलाई और सभी अध्यापकों को कुछ ड्यूटीज़ दी, और उन ड्यूटीज़ को देने के बाद अध्यापकों ने क्या करना था, बच्चों की टीम्स बनानी थी ताकि उन ड्यूटी को अच्छे से पूरा किया जा सके. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंड नेक्स्ट. So first of all, you see this picture as we are going to study this chapter which is about sports competition, and one very famous sport is Kho-Kho, and all of you know about this game, I think. So this game here you can see is played by many students, and I think many of you must have played this game in your school. So just see children playing Kho-Kho, how much happy they are, and you must be happy while learning this chapter. So Neelam's class teacher had been allotted the duty of managing the ground. So Neelam was a class 4th student and her class teacher was allotted the duty of managing the ground during the sports competition. So class teacher included Neelam, Arif, Mangal and Nandini in his group. So class teacher included these 4 students of class 4th, Neelam, Arif, Mangal and Nandini. Besides this group had 4 children from class 5 and 4 children from class 3 also. So in all there were 12 students. So as we have seen that 4 students were from class 4th, which is Neelam's class, and 4 students or 4 children were from class 5th and 4 children were from class 3. So together they made a plan of the work. All of these students, these 12 students and the class teacher of Neelam's class, all of them made a plan of work that how will they perform the duties of managing the ground. So let's answer some questions. So you have to explore and answer these questions to your parents and your teachers. First question is, which games have you played? You must have played many games, so you have to name some games which you have played. Then the second question is, your school has playgrounds of which sports? So dear students, you also go to your school and you just remember the time when you went to their school, and you just have to answer this question that your school has playgrounds of which sports. And the most interesting question is the third one, playground of which sport is the largest. So you just try to find the answer of this question from your parents and your teachers. If you are not able to find the answer, don't worry, I'll tell the answer of this question in next part. So let's move ahead. As per the plan, children collected all the required materials like chalk, first aid kit, tables, chairs, result chart, form file of players, sitting stools for spectators, whistles, etc. So, all of this material was collected by those students who were a part of the work. They collected the things like chalk, first aid kit, tables, then chairs, then result chart which was to be used for the sports competition, then form file of all the players and the sitting stools for spectators and whistles, etc. These materials were collected by all these students. They made arrangements for drinking water too. Children's groups were divided into two parts according to the two games. Neelam was making the arrangement in the Kabaddi field. So, students, you remember this thing, that all these students also made arrangement for drinking water, as there will be many spectators watching the sports competition, and as they will stay for the time the competition will be continuing. So, they also need water. So, they also made arrangement for drinking water, and the children's group were divided into two parts according to two games. So, the two games which were going to be held were Kho-Kho and Kabaddi, and Neelam, about her we were talking. So, Neelam was making the arrangements in the Kabaddi field. So, what arrangements did they made? We will talk about them in our next part. It is all for today's part. We will be continuing this chapter about sports competition in your next part. Thank you for watching.